Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I have put my microphone above me. I got some good advice from one of my followers and did that. So it's above me, so when I move my hands around, hopefully I won't hit the microphone. So sorry about that from the last video. I think I hit it a few times. I like to talk with my hands. So if you remember, it's so weird. The last time I made a video, I was really thinking about looking at Joe Biden's health. That kept coming back to me. And then all of a sudden we hear he has COVID. That was before I had any news that he was sick or anything. So I want to take a look at Joe Biden, see how he's doing today. When I connect with my spirit team, I'm seeing, they're showing me like blood vessels and arteries. I'm seeing a lot of that kind of imagery, like a map of blood vessels. So I don't know if there's something going on in his arteries, but this is what I'm getting. That Biden actually got COVID when he was traveling, when he traveled to Saudi Arabia, remember? He wasn't relishing taking that trip. He was stressing about it, really, about how it's going to appear to, all of us, that he's going over there and, snuggling up to the Saudis. And he knew what everybody would think of him and what they were going to say. So it was a very stressful situation for him. The last thing he wanted to do was cozy up to the crown prince, that ordered the Khashoggi to be murdered. But for the good of the nation, he was willing to take that hit and, swallow his pride and ask Saudi to produce more oil for the U.S. to help all of us that are struggling paying these high gas prices. So, that's what a president does. But it was very, very stressful for Biden to do that. You know what I mean? He really had to swallow his pride. And when you're very stressed out, your immunities are all lowered, And I believe that COVID took really good hold of him because his immunities were lowered because he was going through an anxious, stressful period. He's vaccinated, double boosted, and he still has quite a bit of symptoms. He got plenty sick for sure, and he's getting all the medication and the best care in the world. But he still had quite a lot of symptoms. Even though he's showing us he's working and everything, we could hear it in his, throat and when he's talking, coughing. So he had a lot of symptoms, even though he's going to be okay. It was just a perfect storm for him to get sick, traveling, exhaustion, anxious, stressful, and then exposed to COVID. So that's why he really, really got sick. I got COVID, my husband got COVID. I didn't get sick at all. I mean, I was a little bit tired for a day. I didn't get any sore throat, cough, nothing. Not a sniffle. My husband got a little bit of a cough for maybe a day. I don't know. It was very, very minor. He didn't get a sore throat. He didn't sound different but I do think he had a little bit more than I did. But everybody's different, but I'm just telling you, it was just a perfect storm for Biden to get sick, and he did. So I wanted to take a look at him and see how he's doing, how he's coping with COVID today, and he hopefully over the weekend he got some rest. So let's take a look. I already pulled all the cards. I laid them all out. I'm going to ask a couple of questions. First thing is, I just want to take a look at how he's doing now and how he's coping with COVID right now, how his health is. So let's take a look. First card that I pulled is Four of Pentacles. So I would actually say that that's true. Definitely stressed impacted the hold that COVID had on him. So that's probably why he's got really sick. This is crossing over, King of Swords. He's fighting it off. He's getting the best care anyone in the world can get, and he's getting better. He is getting better, so it looks good. Overlooking his health is Ten of Wands, and we know, President Biden likes to overdo it, and that's what this is. He's probably could have been a lot better, much quicker if he would just take time off. He wanted to look like, oh, I have COVID, but I'm fine, which really he should have just been sequestered and quiet and not do anything at all. I think he just likes to take on too much. Remember, Trump went to the hospital, and even though he drove around and all that and acted like, he was actually in a place where he didn't really have to do a lot. So, yeah, he needs really downtime. That's the best thing in the world, would have been just downtime for him. But he's an overdoer. That's his nature. He just likes to take on too much. And that's probably why he got as sick as he did also, because, when your body's telling you to rest, you need to rest. Not take on more stuff. Not show that, hey, I might be old, but I can still, have COVID and work through it. He's just trying to show everybody he's okay. Here's the foundation. This is the Queen of Swords. This is Jill Biden making sure that he does get rest, making sure that he slows down a little, that he takes care of himself. She is the most loving, caring wife that anybody could want. And she's going to make sure that he takes care of himself and that he slows down. She's not the kind of person that will stand in his way, but she can put a little, whisper in his ear, that's enough. Let's slow down a little bit, So she's going to make sure he gets the care he needs. And I think he's doing a lot better now already. Page of Cups. Yeah, he's literally getting better. He's much, much better. Actually, I think he was better, probably Saturday or Sunday. He was already feeling much, much better. Six of Cups. This is the last on the COVID that I pulled. And it looks like Biden's returning to good health with the help, of course, of his doctors and with prayers from all of us. So hopefully you've prayed for President Biden. And a good prayer to say would be, thank you for returning President Biden to good health. Thank you, or thank you for Biden's good health. So we put it out there like that, like it's a done deal. Okay? That's how you pray, like it's a done deal. Because it is. It's a done deal. His health will return. So that's good. Very good. He's going to get over COVID. He's going to be okay. I don't know if he's been on the news since I saw last a few days ago or not, because I haven't really watched a lot of news. I'm telling you, I'm not watching too much news anymore. But now I want to take a look at the rest of his term. How is his health going to go for the rest of his term? And, I kept seeing, I don't know why I was seeing this when I was just, focusing on his health, blood vessels or arteries or something, just a network of them. I keep seeing that. This is the first card I pulled on for his health for the rest of the term, okay? Because that could be an issue with his age. So let's take a look at it. This is Two of Wands. So it looks like there is something a little bit out of balance with him. And his doctors, and I'm talking about this is going to be in the future, not at this moment. Okay, but this is in the future of his ongoing term as president. It just feels like his doctors may know what's going on. They may know something is up, or, maybe he feels that something's off balance. That's what this is about. And they're trying to decide which path to take. Now, do they want to treat him and him stay in office, or does he want to step down? So I think there's going to be a big decision to make in terms of his health. I hate to say that, and I hate to see that. Crossing over, now this doesn't look good, don't be afraid, this looks really scary. Crossing over is the Death card. Now, this does not mean that President Biden's going to die in office. The death card doesn't predict death, but it doesn't look good. This is a big change in his health, and I feel like it takes a turn for the worse. And it doesn't mean he's going to die, but it doesn't look like he's very well at all, okay? So this could be a big scare. Could be something like, it could be a heart attack, could be a stroke or something like that. It's a big scare. Something's going on, okay? Sorry to say that to you guys. Overlooking the situation is Three of Pentacles. The good news is, he's got a lot of doctors that are supporting him and caring for him, and they will help him. So that's the good news. So even if he has a heart attack or a stroke or anything, he's going to get all the care that he needs. The foundation of the situation is the Temperance card. So this is the angel of peace upon him and his health issues. But I think this could also mean that he might have some limitations, okay, that need to be addressed. Kamala Harris is standing by, willing and ready to take his place if needed. There she is, right here in this reading. So we'll still be in good hands if, he would have to step down for any reason. This is the future card for him. Even if he stays in office, I don't think his health is going to completely return. It looks like it's going to be an ongoing issue, something that he will be struggling with and having to deal with. So he will continue to struggle with his health, even if he stays in office. Okay, so he's going to have some health issues. Now, this could possibly mean that he, won't run for president again. He'll be 80 years old, right? In his 80s, to run for president again, and I think that may mean that he won't run for president again. So, I don't know. I just don't see that happening. I don't see him running for office again. I might be wrong, and I hope I am. I hope he's strong and stays healthy, but I do feel like he's going to be struggling with some kind of health issue, definitely. So God bless Biden, and like I said, we can just send him our prayers and just be thankful that he's in good health, and send love and healing to him at all times. Keep him healthy and keep him going, okay? So that's my reading on Biden, and hopefully, he'll make it through and be a wonderful president. I'm just worried about the midterm elections. I just want everybody to get out and vote. We all have to get out and vote. I'm sure you guys understand this too, the same way I am. I don't understand. If you don't like what's happening with the Republicans, if you don't like their agenda, if you don't like the, jurists that they've put into the Supreme Court, if you don't like all that, why would you not vote democratically? If you don't like that women's rights are being taken away, why wouldn't you vote? I don't understand why they're saying, I've been reading some polls and stuff, and they're saying that Republicans are going to take the House. How is that possible? Aren't there so many Americans offended by what Republicans have done? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why would anybody vote for one of the Republicans? I don't understand. Now, I know there's Republicans that they're going to vote Republican no matter what, and I get that. But I think the majority of people are good and want, free will of the people, and they don't want everybody's rights to be taken away. And, we just have to be grateful for all the people that are put in position right now helping us. Like Liz Cheney, look at her. She's sacrificing her job to, make sure we all know who Trump is and what he's done. She's sacrificing herself, her career. There's so many people that are laying it on the line, and there's so many Republicans that aren't. And they're just showing it to the whole world, you know? So, you know, you guys, like I said before, encourage the young people that are turning 18 to go vote. Encourage them, help them get registered to vote. And if anybody needs help voting, if they need a ride, if they need, you know, anything you can do to help get them at the polls, let's do that. So we all have to take action. It's so important to take action right now. We cannot stand by. Look at this. Look at the climate. We are hotter than hell. But the Republicans don't believe that we have a climate problem. They don't believe that, you know, we're interfering with our own climate. You know, and they've shown already that let's see, coal contributes, I think, like I read, 40% of global emissions. 40%. And thank you, Joe Manchin, because, you know, we were trying to pass some legislation that will help guard against all this coal emissions, but he's not on board with that. He has made millions off from coal. He really has. And, you know, he wouldn't support President Biden's, what was that? It's an economic package that they were trying to get through the House, the Senate, the House, about climate provisions. And he wouldn't support it, and he totally screwed it all up, all by his little lonesome. So, you know, just, I don't know. He's supposed to be a Democrat, but I don't think he really is. He's a Republican masquerading as a Democrat. You know, maybe that's how they get more information. They know how to, you know, I don't know. He's definitely not a Democrat. He's not. He's not. We can't count on him. That's why we have to vote blue, because there's people like him and that cinema burger. I don't know, cinema. We can't count on her either. She's crazy. She's a Republican too. So we have to put more Democrats there. That's why we got to go with that blue wave. We got to go and vote. People got to vote. So prayers to all that are in the path of horrible fires. There's a lot of fires burning right now. That Oak Fire in California is a really big one. A lot of homes are being destroyed. So God bless you all. If you're in the path of the fire, I am so sorry, and our prayers are with you. Just know that. There's like 15 states that have huge fires right now. You know, not only California, but there's some in Texas. There's a whole bunch in Alaska. And you'd think that Alaska's much cooler, but there's a bunch of fires in Alaska. Texas, we have like 6 fires going on. Arizona, Nevada, even Hawaii has fires. Can y'all believe it? Even Hawaii. So, yeah, global warming is real. It's real, you guys, real. So we need to do something about it, and we need to do something now. We need to take care of this and start, you know, doing what we can to eliminate all this heat with all the emissions that are, you know, working against us. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off my soapbox here. Thank you for tuning in with me, and we'll just say prayers for Biden, that he will be healthy for the rest of his days in office, and any health scares that he may come across, that he'll be able to get through them, okay? So when you get to be that age, you're going to have some health issues, right? So we just pray for him that he'll manage through it, and that, you know, he'll be okay. So God bless President Biden. God bless him. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and following me. If you'd like to get a reading with me, just look down below. There's my email address. Email me. We'll get together and I'll do a reading for you. If you'd like to be included in a healing session, again, just send me an email with your name and I will include you or your loved one in a healing session, okay? All right, guys. Love y'all so much. Take care, and I will be back soon. Bye for now. Oh, do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you.